Hey there. Okay, let's talk about the tools we use every single day. Our phones, our browsers, our apps. They make life so much easier, right? But what's really going on behind the scenes? There's a lot happening that we just don't see. So let's start peeling back some of those layers. It seems like a simple question, doesn't it? But the answer, well, it's way more complicated than you'd think. While you're just trying to get directions or listen to some music or chat with your friends, your devices and apps are constantly talking. The real question is, who are they talking to and what are they saying about you? And that right there is the core of the problem. See, most of those default settings, they're built for convenience and for data collection, not really for our privacy. They're kind of set up assuming we're just not going to look too closely. So today we are going to look. We're going to pull back the curtain on the settings that might be putting your privacy at risk without you even realizing it. All right, so let's get into it by exploring the secret life of the tools you use every day. We're about to uncover the data you're just handing over, a lot of the time, without a single click or even a conscious thought. First up, we got to talk about the giant in the room, Google. I mean, think about it. Search, Maps, YouTube, its tools are baked into almost everything we do online. But by default, this whole ecosystem can become what I like to call a data sinkhole, just designed to suck in and analyze pretty much everything you do. And, the sheer amount of data they collect is what's truly mind-boggling. We're not just talking about what you search for. No. Google logs the links you click. It saves your Hey Google voice commands. It tracks where you go physically with your phone. And yeah, it keeps a running list of every single YouTube video you've ever searched for and watched. Now, they'll say it's all to improve services, but it adds up to a massive profile of your life. The good news is they have to show you what they've got. You can see all of this for yourself. Just go to myactivity.google.com. Seriously, it's a real eye-opener, and it is the first place you need to go. And the fix is actually surprisingly easy. So once you're on that page, look for activity controls. From there, you can just pause any tracking you don't want, like, say, location history. And this is the most important part. You can set your data to auto-delete every 3 or 18 months. This is an absolute game changer. It cleans up your past data and it protects your future, all automatically. Now, this whole data collection thing, it goes way beyond just your browser. It's happening on the physical devices in your house and the one that might be on your wrist right now. It's not just websites tracking you. Your hardware is too. So, if you're using a Windows computer, chances are you're part of Microsoft's telemetry program and you might not even know it. Telemetry is really just a fancy word for sending your usage and performance data back to the mothership. By default, your computer sends full diagnostic data. That includes how you use your apps, detailed error reports, and your activity history, all of it synced right up to your Microsoft account. Finding this setting is actually super simple. Just go into your main Windows settings, click on Privacy, and then look for Diagnostics and Feedback. All the controls you need are waiting for you right there. Okay, so here's what you do. First, switch your diagnostic data from full down to required only. That stops it from sending all that optional data. Next, turn off tailored experiences. That keeps Microsoft from using your activity for ads and suggestions. And finally, just hit the button to clear your device's activity history. Boom! 3 quick steps to a much more private desktop. Okay, let's talk about the devices that are literally designed to listen in. I mean, smart speakers and wearables are incredible, but they are also incredibly powerful data collection tools. They keep logs of your voice commands, and yeah, their microphones are pretty much always on, waiting for that weak word. And with wearables, your most sensitive health data, we're talking heart rate, sleep patterns, that can even be shared with third parties for who knows what, research or marketing. For these little gadgets, the control center isn't on the device itself. It's in your pocket, on your phone. You got to open the Alexa app or the Fitbit app or whatever app controls your smart device and really dig into the privacy settings. That's where you'll find the options to delete voice recordings and manage exactly who gets to see your data. So, we've covered your big online accounts and your hardware. But what about the quietest little spies of all? I'm talking about the dozens of apps you've installed on your phone and the browser you use to get around the web. So many apps ask for permissions they just don't need to function. I mean, think about it. Does that shopping app really need to know where you are in the background 24/7? Does that little puzzle game need access to your microphone? These permissions, once you grant them, they often just stay active forever, quietly slurping up data. Here is your fix. Do a quick permission audit. Just go to the privacy section in your phone's settings. You can review all the permissions by category. You can see every single app that has access to your location, your camera, your microphone. And if an app doesn't need that access to do its job, just turn it off. Simple as that. Now listen up, because this is a big one. A lot of us think that using incognito mode or clearing our cookies makes us totally anonymous online. It really doesn't, not even close. Websites can often still identify you using a technique called browser fingerprinting. They look at all these unique signals, like the specific fonts you have installed, your exact screen size, even your graphics card, and they mash it all together to create a unique ID that can follow you all over the web. So what does this mean? It means you need to go way beyond just clearing your cookies. Your best defense is to use a browser that has this protection built right in, like Brave. You can also install extensions like Privacy Badger on other browsers, which are specifically designed to spot and block these invisible trackers. Okay, I know we've covered a ton of ground, and it might feel a little overwhelming, but I really want to end on a message of empowerment. Taking back your digital privacy isn't about becoming some kind of security genius. It's just about being intentional. And that's really the key right there. You don't have to delete all your accounts or throw your phone in a river. It's about taking a minute to understand and then configure these tools to work for you, not for some data broker you've never met. And look, this doesn't have to be some weekend-long project. In just 15 minutes, seriously, less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite show, you can make a huge, huge improvement in your digital privacy. So here's your plan. Start with the easiest win, your Google activity controls. Then move to your phone and just audit the permissions for your top 5 most used apps. Finally, when you have another minute, go tackle your Windows settings. Small, intentional steps. That's what leads to big results. You have to remember, the systems we use are designed with defaults that benefit the companies who made them. So it's really up to us to be intentional, to question those defaults, and to make conscious choices about how our personal data is used. So I guess my question to you is this. After hearing all this, what's the very first setting you're going to go and change? Whether it's pausing your Google location history, or just taking away microphone access from a silly game, one small change is all it takes to get started. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive.